Hello and welcome. In this video, we will be connecting to the energy of the full moon using creativity. My name is Beth. I am a creatively fit coach and intentional creativity teacher. I love to share creative tools with you that help you unlock your inner creative and a deeper connection to yourself. If this resonates with you, please click the like and subscribe button. So welcome. Before we begin the creative process, I'm going to invite us to get here, get present. So we are going to take 3 breaths. So I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, let go of any energy that's pulling you to the past. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Deep breath in. Let go of any energy that's pulling you to the future. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And deep breath in to this present space and time. Okay, welcome. So I am going to be creating, this is a watercolor paper, and this is the new moon intentions I painted during the Capricorn new moon, the last moon. This is what I put my intentions on. Now I accidentally put gesso over this. I didn't want to at this time, but I did. So what I am going to do is flip this over. So this is the new moon intentions. I'm going to flip this over and use this side for my reflections of the Cancer full moon. So you're welcome to do that. If you are using watercolor paper, just use the back side. And actually, even if you're using a canvas, you can paint on the back side. I just find it really a great way to kind of keep the energy and the reflections and inquiries all here. This is my moon canvas, right? So it goes new moon, full moon. So I just want to talk a minute about the full moon. The full moon is a beautiful time to just pause and reflect on your progress of your intentions that you created in the new moon. Are you still in alignment with the intentions you created during the new moon? Celebrate that. Yeah, I am still on my intention for sovereignty. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking action. I feel I want to celebrate that. And it's a reflection of where aren't you in alignment with your intention that you created during the new moon? Do you need to course correct? Do you need to adjust a bit? Maybe that intention needs to be transformed and transmuted into different language that will be in alignment with your soul path. So this is such a great time to the moon cycles is a great way to check in during this linear time, which is so fast. And the moon just teaches us the time moves on, changes keep coming. So during this full moon, it's a great time to reflect on your intentions. Am I in alignment? Do I need to course correct? Where can I celebrate my alignment? Now, this full moon is in the sign of Cancer. And some of the qualities going with this full moon, some of the qualities of Cancer are loyalty, protective nature, motherly nature, intuition, caring, emotional intelligence, creativity, sentimentality, and passive aggressive. Passive aggressive, because if you think the symbol for Cancer is the crab doesn't walk a straight line, right? It zigzags. So even with how can you reflect that even in your intention? Maybe it's not a straight arrow straight forward. Maybe it is this passive aggressive. Maybe it is this zig and the zag and come at it from different perspective or sideways. Just some things to kind of think about during your reflection. So my idea for this is I have some inquiries about this full moon. You have your own intentions to reflect back to. And I have some inquiries, and the invitation, just like the new moon, allow yourself to just create while the inquiries flow to you. This gives your logical, linear mind not getting stuck there and allowing the energy to move, the inquiry to move through you, literally through your body and onto the page. If you get stuck in that beautiful left linear brain, the critic brain, an invitation is to put the paintbrush in your non-dominant hand and paint that way. That gives your left brain something to focus on while your right brain, your heart, your womb space could um, digest the inquiries that I will be saying. The other invitation you could do is repeated patterns. If you love doing spirals now, just repeat spirals or dots or whatever feels yummy, and just allow yourself to receive the information that you need at this time. So the invitation is to stay in a state of flow, stay in a state of receiving goodness. So that is the invitation. I just invite you to just keep moving and just recognize when you do get very mentally and judgy and try to figure things out in your mind. This is not a time to figure things out and create structure. This is just about allowing the inquiries to flow to you, through you, and then back onto the page and see what information may come to you. Okay, so the Cancer full moon. Let's just get started with, before we get started, we need to add gratitude, the foundation of everything is gratitude. So I am going to put, I am grateful for, and just fill the page with your gratitude at this time. Okay. Finish the last word. Put your hands on the canvas and closing your eyes and feeling into your heart space, allowing that to just fill and fill and fill with gratitude, and allow the gratitude to overflow down your shoulders, your elbows, your wrist, through your fingertips, all the gratitude, allowing it to flow onto the canvas. And mentioning the word flow, I am also reminded the sign of Cancer is a water sign. So there's a lot of flow. Or think of the qualities that water has: a raging river, a trickling brook, the ocean. Um, so, yeah. So, whatever feels yummy for you, let's dive into this the inquiry of this Cancer full moon. What or how am I truly feeling right now? How am I truly feeling right now? What part of myself am I neglecting? How can I honor my emotions right now? Honoring my emotions, just I was just putting paint and just adding, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my emotion right now, this is beautiful. These dots are beautiful. You can honoring my emotions, I can feel it just settle. At the beginning, I was trying to figure out what to do, but just keep moving. That this feels good. So I'm going to just stay with this. How can I nurture myself more effectively? How can I nurture myself more effectively? What's coming to my mind is listen to my body. What does it need? Even if it doesn't make sense in my mental realm. What heavy load am I carrying? Is it my responsibility to carry it or not? I'm thinking responsibility to carry it, that would be my sovereignty. That is my responsibility. No one can write my story. No one can create my story. I hold full responsibility for my sovereignty, or the art that is my life. How can I leave any negativity, leave it drop it from the old year. What is mine to carry forward and what is not? What will best support my health and happiness? What will best support life? What advice and guidance can you receive from Mama Moon in Cancer right now? What advice and guidance would she like to share with you? What is my current emotional state? How can I develop a sense of security can I have a sense of security within myself, or do I depend on others for the sense of security? Just noticing, no judging. What can vulnerability teach me? Within myself, vulnerability has taught me a deep, the more vulnerable I am, the more delicious my relationships become within myself, with others, with nature. It just gives it this delicious richness. Where is my sensitivity heightened in this cycle? Now, the Cancer does rule home. That might be heightened or maybe not, wherever feels good to you. But where do you feel your sensitivity, your emotions heightened right now? And you don't have to do anything with them. It's the acknowledging and noticing will help you move the energy. It's kind of amazing in that sense. Where is your emotional self right now? What insecurities do you need to face? My insecurity showing up right now is I take full sovereignty of myself. What if I mess up? What if I made the wrong choices? I'm 100% responsible for my choices. No blaming anyone else. And that feels empowering as well. How can you nurture yourself through this full moon? I would say doing this creative practice is a way that you are nurturing yourself. But what other ways? A bath, singing to the moon. How can you nurture yourself? Gathering with family and friends, or maybe you want to be alone. What changes are in the works for you right now? What changes are moving? So we created the intentions on the new moon. And now at the full moon, there was probably movement in some of the areas. Acknowledge those. What's moving? And is it moving in the direction you would like it to? Is there any guidance, Mama Moon? How have you nurtured your emotional self? Do you stuff your emotions? Do you allow them to come out in a mature way? Do you let them come out in a tantrum way? Again, no judgment. It's just recognizing. Do you stuff your emotions down and then it becomes so much that you roar like a lion? Where in your life are you ready to heal? And this is, to be clear, there's nothing wrong with you. The healing is like the last one. Could you heal expressing your emotions in a more effective way? How can you open your heart while maintaining healthy boundaries? How can you open your heart while maintaining healthy boundaries? And being a recovering people pleaser, this still shows up from time to time, but I'm starting to recognize it because what I've noticed again, it comes back to that vulnerability of the your relationships just become more rich and delicious and deeper and all the yumminess. But it is creating that boundary. and giving your heart. So I think there's trust in there too. But I think that's, you know, life is, life gets richer, and I don't know why I keep using the word richer. It's just becomes more delicious the more you loosen your grip on your heart, in a way, holding it so tightly to your own self kind of blocks you from life, in my experience. Which of my emotions are no longer serving my highest good? Which of my emotions are no longer serving my highest good? I will say jealousy. All these times that someone had more than me, and oh, if I had what they had, then happiness would be there and everything would be good. And then you look really into their lives, and I think, oh no, I do not want that. That is just so interesting. You think you know. So jealousy really does not serve my highest good in any way, shape, or form. Comparison. What aspects of yourself need mothering? Where do you need mothering? Can you give that to yourself? Can you mother yourself? Whatever that means for you. What do I need to release in order to trust life? What do I need to release in order to trust life? Ooh, what's coming up right now is I need to release not trusting my own intuition. I need to release not following what my intuition is telling me to do and not taking the action steps. Without having to know the why or the how, just trusting my own internal wisdom, my own internal intuition, and follow that guidance. Mm. What do you need right now? What guidance or advice does Mama Moon have for you? So you're welcome to stay here as long as you want in your own full moon reflection. Um, Stay and play and connect to your own inner guidance and wisdom of the full moon. I hope this was of service to you. Thank you for spending your time with me. Until next time, light and love.